Hello, my name is Hannah Hamilton and I own Boogie Beat Music and Movement in Weybridge and surrounding areas. I'm out here today in the lovely sunshine, here to tell you all about, openly and honestly about my experience at Boogie Beat. And I have Boogie Beat now for just over a year, and I can honestly say I have loved every second of my journey. Yes, there has been like ups, there's been downs. I know it's very cliche to say that, but you know, it's a business. You're starting out a business, it is going to be like that. But I can honestly tell you, every time I have gone into a lesson, or every time I've done something that I have really felt proud, everything I've really felt proud about that I've done, and every time I've gone into a lesson and every time I've done something, it's just been so much fun. So let me take you back to the beginning of my story, and I'll tell you all about it. So first, I'm trained as a dancer. I've been dancing since I was 3. That's my bread and butter. That's what I've done. That's what I do. I always thought I would like to get something into that. And after school, I went to college. I did acting at college. After college, I decided that I didn't want to go to university. I wasn't that way inclined. And then I dabbled in bits and pieces. I did some extra work, just to see where I could get, really. Then my friend worked at a school and there was an opening at an after school club, and she said, oh, we need some people, do you want to come work for me? So I said yes, and that's when my love of working for children came, which was fantastic. And I always helped out with my dance school. I always did a little bit of teaching there as well, so that kind of tied into everything. And when I was there, I always made up stories and I always played with the kids. I was always quite young. I mean, at that point I was about 18, so the kids kind of related as well, and I had the energy to just jump around and be silly with them. And everyone that worked there said, you need to do something like this is amazing. So then after that, I worked for a sports company. I was basically the honorary girl. I wasn't allowed to touch anything because I was rubbish at throwing and catching and kicking. I just was there to be the honorary girl. So after that, I found a company that did music and stories and songs and things, and I worked for them for 5 years. I had a really good time for them. I was a class teacher, but after 5 years I got married, and I decided that it was the next chapter of my life, that I needed to do something else. I needed to do more things. So I decided that I would go looking for a company that would suit me. I was 24 at the time, and I just needed something that would be fantastic. So I went looking and I stumbled across Boogie Beat Music and Movement, and from the very first time I messaged Nikki and Lisa, who are the owners of Boogie Beat, they were just so lovely, so welcoming, answered all my questions, even with my lovely dad, bless him, who is very contract involved. He was looking at the contract for me and he got really into that, and I felt really sorry, and I was like, I'm so sorry that my dad is getting involved here. But Nikki was lovely. She said, no, we need to get this sorted, this is fantastic. So sorry, but thank you. And it was just, they were just lovely from the word get-go. I went to the training. Their training is in Cheddar. There was 2 days in Cheddar, and it was glorious like this. It was amazing. And I had the best time there. Yes, we were training, and yes, I came from a background that was easier that way, that I came from a background, so it was easier for me. However, I was with another franchise, and she was struggling a little bit, and that's fine, and we just worked together, and it was lovely to just work together and be different people, to see how different things do things. And just seeing how Nikki and Lisa how passionate they are about their business, and how they wanted us to be passionate about it, and that really came across when we went to our training. So after that, they didn't just leave us go, they let us go back to our places, but they have been every step of the way on the phones, training, messaging all the time. They are lovely. They really felt it, felt the support from them. So being, at the time I was 24, I felt I was a little bit I felt I was quite young, but I was ready for the challenge, and I just wanted to prove to them that I was ready for the challenge as well. And I knew from the word get-go that they were behind me every step of the way, and that's fantastic. And so I have met other ladies that are in our franchise now, and they're all ages, all types, and they are fantastic, and they support each other as well. If you've got a problem, you just literally message them, and they're there, which is fantastic. So we help each other out, and I think that's lovely. And I think this day and age, we don't have enough of that, and it's nice to be all over the country and be there with each other as well. So that's fantastic. So my journey started through Boogie Beat a bit slow, but it would do. You're starting out in a business that maybe people don't know about. They didn't know about in this area. This area, there is so much competition, so I was worried about that. But I did it. I got up and I went and I knocked on doors and I did my own personality, and people seemed to love that, which is lovely. I did struggle at the beginning. I know I had summer in between. I sort of started in April and then I had summer, and so it kind of dipped a little bit. I remember in September just thinking, what am I doing? I can't do this. And again, I was like straight on with a Zoom with Nikki, the founder, and she was like, Hannah, you can do this. You're amazing. You've done this work already. You just need to get out there and go and have the confidence. And they really gave me that confidence, which is fantastic. So I went out, and after that I just went up and up and up. And so this half term has been the best half term I've had, money wise and just generally fun wise, which is amazing. So if you ever think about doing something like this, it's great. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can have another job, that's okay too. You're your own boss. You can do what you want, but it really does show that you can make a full-time job of that. As I have, you can do loads to make a full-time job. You can have a part-time. You have kids, you can work around that. It literally is for everybody, which I think is just amazing, and I love that, the fact that it is for everybody. Like I said, I've met some of the other franchisees, and they are lovely. They're all different types of people. Some have kids, some don't. Some worked in nurseries before. Some just completely decided to change their job and just switch it up and go work around their family, which I think is also fantastic. So for me, for somebody who doesn't have kids right now, that it's great, because I know that I can get out there and like start my business off, and if in the future I did ever have kids, I know also that I can manage that around my business, which I think is just amazing. So that's me rambling on in the sunshine, and so please go think about it for Boogie Beat Music and Movement, because it's really, really lovely, and we're all a unit, and we all come together and make the best businesses that we can make. So that's me. Have a lovely day, and I hope to see you all as a lovely Boogie Beat franchise. See you soon. Bye.